to find the angle, we need few clues. And now we will be checking out the 4 clues that we have, or the 4 ways that we can find the unknown angle. The first is called as the supplementary angle. It is when you all know that a straight line always has an angle of 180 degrees. So if there's a part of 180 degrees which is labeled as 120, and if you need to find the angle of A, you could subtract 180 with 120, which would give you the answer for A. So now, in supplementary, you found the angle of A. The next step, or the next way, is the vertically opposite angles. For example, if you have an X over here, and then you have one angle which is 20 degrees, and you are asked to find another angle which is exactly opposite. So both of the angles will be the same. So it would be easy for you to find. So if this side is 20 degrees, the other side would also be 20 degrees. Third way is called as corresponding angle. This is more likely, or if you need to remember, you could name it as the letter F. So if you are given an angle over here, the angle which is above this line, which is 25 degrees, and the same angle which is right below, this angle is above this line, and this angle is above this line. So both the angles will be the same, which is 25 degrees. The fourth way is called as alternative angles. This, if you need to remember more on how to find alternative angles, you could remember it as the letter Z. You can find a Z over here, which is actually, this angle is always equal to this angle of the Z. It can be either cases, the normal letter Z, or like this. It could be both the ways. So let us go on to the first question. Here we have the first question. Now we need to find angles A, B, and C. And we have given 2 angles, 30 degrees and 150 degrees. Now let us start finding angle A. It is quite easy, as we learned over here, the vertically opposite angles. It looks the same. So we have given 30 degrees, and this angle is exactly opposite, and we have to find it. So it would be also 30 degrees. So A is equal to 30 degrees. Now let us look on finding B. We found out that angle A is 30 degrees. So let us write it as a reference. 30 degrees. So if this is 30 degrees, and we need to find B, as we learned here of corresponding angles, we need to find the angle which is below it. So if we need to find this angle, it will be exactly the same. So B is also equal to 30 degrees. Let me also write it over here. And now we need to find C. You can do C in many ways. First, we can do it by 30, or finding B. If you look, this would also be 30. For example, this is the angle below the line, and this is the same line, so below this line would also be 30 degrees. Now, as we learned here of supplementary angles, this line is 180 degrees, and we have one angle which is 30 degrees. So if we subtract 180 with 30 degrees, we would get 150 degrees. So C is equal to 150 degrees. Let us move on to the next question. In the second question, we have to find 4 angles, and we have given only one angle, which is 128 degrees. So first, we will start finding C. So as we learned here, in supplementary angles, this line is equal to 180 degrees. If we have 128 degrees, so what we should do to find C is to subtract it. So C is equal to 180 degrees minus 128 degrees, which is equal to 52 degrees. So let me write 52 degrees over here. Now, to find D, we have 2 ways. Either we have to find D by using the alternative angle. As you can see, we can find a Z here. So if this angle is 52, this angle would also be 52 degrees. And then if we subtract 180 by 52, we find D. The other way is by using corresponding angles. So if this angle, C, which is 52, so this angle would also be 52 degrees. We can subtract it to find D. So both the ways are correct. So D is equal to 180 degrees minus 52 degrees, which is equal to 128 degrees. Now we have found 2 sides, 2 angles, and then now we need to find E. So as I said, alternative angles. You can find a Z over here. So this angle, D, is equal to this angle, which is E. So D and E are the same. So E is equal to 128 degrees. Now to find F, we can do the same. Supplementary angles. We can subtract 180 by 128. So F is equal to 180 degrees minus 128 degrees, where we get 52 degrees. So now we're done with finding all the angles. Thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments down below. Thank you.